Okay, I am back and I have finished the front post, back post double crochet. Um, I have ended that second video because it was a half hour already, and I'm on to a third video, and this part is going to be for the neck part, um, which we are going to chain 18. So starting at your slip stitch, you're just going to chain 18. And if you want to do it more than 18, that's your choice. But for this tutorial, it'll be 18. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's 18. Maybe I'm going to take it up to 20. I done mine at 18, but let's just do this at 20. So that's 20. And then in the second chain from your hook, you're going to put a double crochet. Second chain from the hook, double crochet. That's 1. All the way down, double crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So you should have 19 double crochets. Okay? 19 double crochets. This is what it would look like. 19 double crochets. Okay? So right next door, not in your slip stitch, but the next stitch, you're going to do a slip stitch. Go right next door to the double crochet, do a slip stitch. Okay? And it should look like this. Once you do your slip stitch, now go next door and do another slip stitch. Okay? So that's 2 slip stitches. Okay? Chain 1, turn your work, okay? Turn it. You're going to go into this first double crochet right here, partial double crochet, okay? Partial double crochet. You're going to get your whatever add-on yarn you're doing. I am going to do the pink because I left off on black. I'm going to do the pink. Okay. Same way. Make sure your yarn is in the back though, because we're going front up and down now. This is not in the row. This is just straight up and down. This is in the row, not the round. Okay, so got that. And this is back loop only. Back loop only, okay? So you got your first double crochet right there. I'm at your second double crochet because your first one, which is, that should be a partial, not a full. So let's make sure we're doing a partial. Okay, so there's the partial. Move it to the back, but keep it out the way so it don't get tangled up with your original your main color, I should say. I'm trying to see how I can keep that out the way. Pull your main color through, go to your next one, okay, pull it back, bring up your added color, pull through, back loop only, pull it back, bring up your main color, okay, back loop only, bring it behind, pull up your added color, back loop only, okay, bring up your main color, back loop only, okay, you're only going halfway, okay, and on this part you have to keep it behind on the wrong side, so that way your yarn don't wind up in the front of your work. Okay, you should have 19 of these. So the next one, when we get to the next row, I'll do a few with you, and then I'm gonna go offline, well, off camera, and do the rest. And then I'll come back when I'm done. I'm not gonna do the whole thing off camera, just like we've been doing. Okay? Just for the sake of saving time. And remember, you can do 16 or 19. The blue one that I've done 16. A 16 count. This one is a 19 count, but you can do the 16 count. And this is just the neck part. Okay, we're going to the last one, and on the last one I do a all the way through both loops. I catch both loops and just do a full double crochet on this one, okay? Because this is your last one, okay? So you're going to chain one, turn your work, but you're going to cut the added yarn, but leave enough of yarn to weave your ends in. And this row is a your all main color row. So you chained one, you're going to do a double crochet in the first chain right here, the very first chain, and you're going to do a full double crochet because this is just worked by itself. This one you don't have to go through the back. You're going to do go through both posts. Now you're going to do back post. Okay, every stitch is back post. The first stitch that you go in from the top, just go through both of those stitches. See, just go all the way down. Back loop only, back loop only. Back loop only. Okay. Okay, you got here, and you got one more after this one. Back loop only. Well, for that last one, go through the whole thing. For that last one, go through both loops. Okay, and this is how it should look. Then you're going to, not here, because this is where you're where you ended at. From the last round, this is where you ended at. So you're going to go next door to the next double crochet, and you're going to do a slip stitch. And then you're going to go next door, and you're going to do another slip stitch. Okay, then you're going to chain one, and then you're going to turn your work, and we're going to repeat the same process. Right here in this double crochet, you're going to go all the way through. Don't do a back loop. Just go all the way through, halfway. Okay, halfway. Pull your main yarn back. Get your next yarn, whatever color you're working on. Mine is going to be the white. Okay, put it behind you and pull through. Okay, back loop only now. Back loop. Okay, halfway. Bring it behind you. Pull up your main. Okay, bring your main behind you. Pull up. No, bring your main behind you, and nope, I'm wrong. You keep the main because you haven't even done your your partial double crochet yet. Now bring the main behind you and pull up the added on. Okay, I know this part can be tricky. Okay, back loops only. And when I think that you have gotten this down, this part down, I will do the whole thing off camera. I think, I'm not sure yet. So that way, I don't know. We should be okay, I think. I don't know how long the camera would pause anyway. If I was to put it on pause, I'm not sure how long it would pause. Which I need to stop pausing it because we're on 13 minutes and I want to save some of the time from, keep rolling. Okay, so go through both of those loops. That's our last one, and we don't have to pull the yarn through there. We're going to fasten off. Put your white or your whatever color you're working with, move it out the way. Then you're going to chain one, turn your work, and this is the main color we're working with only. Go through the double crochet both of the loops. Go through both of the loops. Make sure you change your one. Chain the one, okay? And we're going to go through the back loop only now. All the way down the row. Okay? I'm going to go off the camera and do it, and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm on the last double crochet. Make sure you go through both of the loops of this double crochet. Now we're going to do the same thing, not here, because you already have a double crochet right there. You're going to go to the next door double crochet, slip stitch, and go to the next door and slip stitch. Okay, chain one, turn your work, and we're going to repeat. I'm going to be using my black add-on yarn, and whatever add-on yarn you're using, that's what you're going to use. So we're going to go through this first double crochet. We're going through both of the loops, partial, say partial. Bring your main yarn back, get your added yarn, make sure it's behind you, pull it through, and back loop only. Bring it behind you, pick up your main yarn, back loop, bring it behind you, pick up your added yarn, back loop, bring it behind you, pick up your main yarn, back loop only. Okay, and I'm going to go off camera and finish the rest of this, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and we are on the last double crochet, and that one you are just going to double crochet through both of the loops, no back loop only, both of the loops. Okay, now we're going to cut off our added yarn. Let's move that out the way. We're going to chain one, turn your work. You see what you got now? Okay, chain one, double crochet in the same space, full double crochets, because this is the main yarn we're working on now, all the way down, 19 double crochets all the way down. Okay, 19 double crochets all the way down, and I'm going to do it off camera. Okay, we're on the last double crochet. Make sure, guess what I did? I didn't back loop only. So I have to go back and do all mine over because I didn't back loop only. The first one, you don't have to back loop only. Just this, the second one from the front. From the beginning, you're going to back loop. As much as I stressed back loop only, I go and I do a double crochet in both loops. And it does happen. So let's try this again. So much of being off camera and doing it and finishing this row because I messed it up. Okay, and this is our last double crochet here. We're going to go through both loops. Okay, now we're back at our slip stitch part. So remember, you don't want to slip stitch here because we already have a crochet there. We're going to go to next door and we're going to put a slip stitch next door. Okay, we got our first slip stitch. We're going to do our second slip stitch next door to the first one. Okay, there we go. Chain one, turn your work. And that's all this part is. You're going to go through the first double crochet through both stitches. No back loop only on the first one. Halfway do it, pull your yarn back. Grab your next color, which mine is the white. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, it's the pink. I'm sorry, mine is the pink. I just did white. So, we're going to do the pink. I just did black, so yes, it's pink, black and pink. Okay, so we're going to pull through. Now, we're going to do back loop only. Okay, back loop partial. Pull your added yarn behind you. Grab your main yarn. Now back loop only. Bring it behind you. Get your added yarn, wrap it and pull it through. Okay? Back loop only. Bring it behind you. Pull up your main yarn. Okay? Back loop only. And I'm going to go off camera and finish. Okay? Okay, we are on the last double crochet. You're going to go through both of the loops on this last one. Double crochet, okay? Now we're going to cut the added yarn. Move it out the way. Okay, we have that. Chain one, turn your work. Okay, this is what you have now. Okay, that's what it looked like now. So you change your one, you're going to go through both loops on this first, right here at the beginning. Double crochet. Let me tighten that up a little bit. Okay, double crochet, both loops, go through both loops. Okay, now we're going to go through back loop only. And this is a main color where you're not changing any color. Back loop only. Okay, back loop double crochet only. I'm going to go off and I'm going to finish that row and I'll be right back. Okay, we're on the last double crochet, so we're going to go through both of the loops and do a double crochet. Now, remember, you're not going in the space where you have the double crochet already in. You're going to move next door to that double crochet and slip stitch, okay? And go next door to the next double crochet and slip stitch, okay? There we go. Now you're going to chain one, turn your work, and we're going to repeat the same thing. You're going to add whatever color yarn that you're using. Mine is going to be white. So you're going to go to this first double crochet. You're going to go through both loops. Partial crochet. Bring your main yarn behind you. Your added yarn, make sure it's behind you and pull it through your loops. Okay? Now you're going to go through back post only. Okay, bring it behind you. Bring up your main yarn, pull it through. Back loop only. Behind you. Get your added yarn, pull through. Okay? And we're going to keep doing this all the way down to the end. And I am going to go off camera and I'll be back. Okay, now we're on the last double crochet and we're going to go through both of those loops and do a double crochet, okay? Now, we're back at the part you want to cut your added yarn. Make sure you leave enough of yarn to weave your ends in. Okay, move that added yarn out the way, you're going to chain one, turn your work, and you're going to do the same thing. This is just using our main color. Okay, your first one, you're going to go here, you're going to go through both of the loops with your double crochet. Okay, now in your added color, that's where you're going to start your back post. Your back loop only. Back loop only. All of these is back loop only. Okay, full double crochet, back loop only. Move this stuff out the way. Okay, so this is what you're looking at now. I'm going to go ahead and finish this row, and I will be back when we get ready to start the slip stitches. Okay? Okay, we are at our last double crochet, so we're going to go through both of those loops. Remember, both loops. Okay? Now, you're not going to go into this space here at all because it already have a double crochet there. You're going to go next door and do your slip stitch. Okay, you're going to go next door to that one and do your next slip stitch. Okay, you're going to chain one and you're going to turn your work, and we're going to do the same thing. You're going to get whatever color it is that you're adding on. Mine is the black color, so I'm going to get my black. Okay, so we're going to go in this double crochet here, the very first one. We're going to do a partial double crochet. Okay, bring your main yarn behind you, pick up your added yarn, pull it through. Make sure you have enough on your yarn to weave your ends in. Back loop only. Okay, bring it behind you, pick up your main yarn, pull it through. Okay, back loop only. Put your main yarn behind you, pick up your added yarn, pull it through. Back loop only. Bring it behind you, pull up your main yarn, pull it through. Back loop only. And I'm going to go off camera with the next one and finish, and then I will meet you when I'm finished this row. Okay? Okay, we are on our last row. Our last double crochet. So you want to double crochet through both loops. Okay, and there we go. You want to cut your added yarn and move it out the way. And then I think this is what we have. I think I'm going to, that's the inside of your neck part. So these ends you're going to have to weave in. You're going to have to weave in these ends. So I am going to finish all the rest of this offline. I'm sure, off screen. I'm sure you guys have the concept of it. We are at 28 minutes, so, well, 29 minutes. I can do one more row. At 30 minutes, I want to be ended this and come back when I'm all done. And that'll probably be, okay, let's see, chain one, go through both of the loops, back loop only, and this is our main color. We're not changing any colors on this row. Okay, Okay, we're coming up to the last double crochet right here, and we're going to go through both of those. Okay, both of those loops. Okay, and this is where we do our slip stitches. No slip stitch here because you already have a double crochet there. So go next door, do a slip stitch, go next door to that one and do a slip stitch. Okay, chain one, turn your work, and then you're going to go back up your neck part with your added color, and you're going to go all the way. You're going to keep repeating this process all the way around, all the way around till you get back to here. This is where you're going to end. You're going to end on this where you started. You're going to end right here. When you end right here, you're going to slip stitch both ends together. When I mean ends, that means the end from here, when you get all the way around, you're going to slip stitch them together. Okay? But they need to be, you need to do it from the inside. When you slip stitch, you're doing it from the inside. Okay? So I'm going to go off camera, and I'm going to finish this neck part, and I will come back at probably with a another video for this last finishing, because I don't know if my camera is going to pause that long for me to get all the way around here, because this takes some time. It's not just like a catwalk. It takes some time to get all the way around. So if I had to do the end where I just come back and show you that it's all done, we'll do it like that, and then I'll show you how it slip stitched together, and then, you know, we'll be done. Your thing will be done. All you got to do is weave in all your ends, and your open ski mask will be complete once you weave in all your ends. Okay, I will see you back when I'm finished with the neck part. Okay, I am halfway there. Not all the way done yet, but I'm halfway there. I have done half of the neck part. I just want to come on and show you how far I got. And I am going to go back off screen and finish the rest. And I will come back so you can see how far I've gotten. Hopefully I'm be done this real soon. This part is time consuming right here. So I will see you in another few minutes. Okay, this is how far I am with the neck part. As you can see, it is almost complete. Still got probably like 8 more rows to go, and then it'll be complete. And then you can weave the ends in, and your open ski mask will be complete. But this is what it looks like. This is the front of it, and this is the back of it. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to go back off camera, and I'm going to finish the neck part. Okay, I am back again, and this is where I am at now. See there? It's looking good, and we do have a lot of ends to weave in. Look at all those ends we got to weave in. Each end, only the colors, the added colors are the ends that we're going to be weaving in. The main color, you won't have no end to weave in except for this top piece is where we started at. And the end piece where we end at. That's the only main color that you're going to have to weave in. But all the other colors is from your added colors. But this is what she's looking like. I think it looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna log back off and finish these little bit of, it's probably like 4 more rows, and I'll come back as soon as I'm done them 4 rows so you can see the finishing results. And then on your own you can weave in all of the ends, um and then your project will be complete once you weave in all your ends. I'm gonna weave mine in um when I'm done. I'm not going to do it on camera because that'll take too long, but just so you can see the finishing touches, I'll show you the finishing touches of this open ski mask. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, I am back again, and here's where I'm at. I still have a few more rows to go, which is, see where we at. Still got some openings here that I gotta fill in, which would be, I thought it was 4 more rows, but no, it's gonna be probably 5. So I'm gonna go finish this again, and then I will be back. I should be done the whole thing. And as I stated the first time, I'm not going to weave the ends in. I just want you guys to have the video, the tutorial, so that you can complete your own, and you know what to do after that. Just weave your ends in, and your um, open mask, ski mask is complete. So I'm going to go so I can come back and show you how to close it up, the ends up, which I'm sure you probably know how to do that, but I'll come back and do that together on the screen, and then we'll be done. Okay, see you in a few. Okay, I am back, and here we go where we're gonna slip stitch the end together, these 2 pieces together. Okay, so you're not going to do it from the front. You're going to turn it to the back side. Your yarn is right here where you're not going to fasten off with anything. You're just going to pull your yarn because it's already behind you. So you're going to put these together. Make sure they're even. Wrong one. And you're going to go from the back loops, back loop of one, and just in between the other one, slip stitching. Back loop over here, slip stitch. Back loop over here, slip stitch. Back loop over here, slip stitch. And you're just going to keep on going all the way down until you slip stitch it all together, and your mask is done. Once you slip stitch all this together and weave your ends in, you're all complete. Not too hard, but but it takes a minute to do it. But the good part is it's the easy process. Okay, so we're on our last 2 here. Wait a minute. Nope, we have 1 more. Okay. Go into both of those, and at the top, that's where your last slip stitch is at. And pull it all the way through. That's that tight stitch, but you gotta, okay, there you go. There you go. You're done. Clip, clip. And then you're going to draw it all together. And you can cut that some because you don't need that long to weave in. Okay. We are finished. All you have to do now is weave in all of your ends and your project is done. This is the open ski mask and it's all done. It is just like the blue one that I have made, that I have posted in the group. It's just like that, except for it's blue, and this one is a mustard color with pink and black and white. Okay, y'all have an awesome day, and I will see you guys. Remember to follow and like the video and subscribe. Thank you.